Hello everyone and welcome once again to a brand new episode of Extraordinary Talks. Today, as you can see, I have a super special guest here on my channel, Alicia Faubel, our reigning
Toma.
Miss Universe Spain. We have royalty in the house, everyone. So how are you doing, Alicia?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm very happy to be with such a combination of culture going on. Someone that we both speak Spanish,
Yes.
that we are from different countries totally, and we are reunited in the Philippines.
In the Philippines.
So what are the odds? Someone Spanish, Cuban,
Mhm.
speaking in English in the Philippines.
In the Philippines. That's the beauty
Halo,
of
halo.
Miss Universe.
That's a halo right there.
Hello, right there. That's so true. Well, first of all, I just want to say I'm so excited to have you here. We've been wanting to do this for so long, and it's finally happening. So, before we get into any questions, any formal interview whatsoever, for the people at home who are not yet so familiar with you, how do you introduce yourself, maybe in a few words?
I'm Alicia Faubel and I am Miss Universe Spain, and I'm full Spanish, even though when I was 17 years old I came to live in the Philippines. I spent almost 4 years living in the Philippines. It was a big part of my life, and this is my first beauty pageant and it's been a great experience. I'm learning and sharing a lot, and I would please ask them if they want to know more about me to keep on watching.
Yes, of course. So, if you want to know everything about Alicia and her preparation, just proceed on watching the interview, because I promise it's going to be a good one, a juicy one. So, the next few days, next few weeks are going to be life-changing for you. So, when you think about everything that is going to happen, how does that make you feel?
Excited, first of all, but at the same time, I'm calm right now. I don't know once I enter how's my heartbeat gonna go,
Yeah.
but at the moment I'm staying very calm, I'm staying focused, I'm staying on the right path. Obviously there's excitement. I want the day to reach. I cannot see the day just like to enter, but relaxed,
Yes.
more relaxed than what I actually expected.
Okay, that's great. I think that's actually the right mindset to have, especially when
Yeah.
you're going to Miss Universe, because there's so much in terms of preparation and everything that goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah, I think it's about enjoying the process, about not forcing yourself into it, into giving your 100%, but giving your 100% because you want to, not because you need to.
Yes, exactly. And I think that also it's such a life-changing moment, like something that a lot of people wish that they could go through that experience. So you really need to just embrace it and live it to the fullest. Oh, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Yes. So for everyone who didn't get to see your journey, let's say like in Miss Universe Spain and all of those things back in the day, what can you tell us about your experience as a beauty queen? Is this your first pageant? Have you been through the systems before?
This is actually my first pageant. I've been asked, or like people used to tell me to join beauty pageants since I was around like 14, 15 years old. And I actually ended up in modeling industry, but I was first scouted or discovered for beauty pageants. But it was a path that I didn't take. I've always wanted to study acting, and I entered modeling thinking that it was like a closer step to acting. Then I got a little bit like over modeling because I got tired about the idea of being judged just by the looks, and I wanted to do way more. And this was finally the year that I decided to give it a try to beauty pageants, and it's something that we were talking behind the cameras earlier, right? And I was saying how beauty pageants for me have discovered something. Like I've always wanted to inspire, I've always wanted to be in touch with people, but I didn't know how to.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was the platform. I didn't know what was the way. I didn't know how to reach out. I wanted to share a message, but I didn't know the way.
Yes, I can understand that.
You know?
Absolutely. Because a lot of times, a misconception is that if you're a model or if you're already within the entertainment industry in any capacity, then it's easier to transition into being a beauty queen. But sometimes what people don't realize is all the work that goes into being a beauty queen and all the responsibilities that come with that if you were just someone in the industry, whether it's a model, actor, whatever it is, you don't necessarily have to go through all of those steps.
100%. No, there's way more. Like you cannot compare modeling to beauty pageants.
Of course.
At all. At all. Like now that I've got to experience, let's say I was lucky enough to currently experience 3 of them: modeling industry, acting industry, and beauty pageants. Totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different. Modeling, you're an image, right?
Yes.
Like, not like you're a mannequin, but like you're an image, and there's gonna be different jobs for that certain image. So there's gonna be a modeling job in the one they are announcing nail polish. So they're gonna look for a model that's got beautiful hands and can pose with her nails and show the beautiful nail polish. Or one mascara ad, they're gonna look for a girl that has long lashes. So you're gonna have to have those requirements to fit in that modeling job. Or it's gonna be a fashion show for petite sizes, you're gonna have to be petite. Or it's gonna be a fashion show for big sizes, you're gonna have a bigger size, right? That's modeling industry, in my opinion. Acting industry, it's about being able of performing a role. So there's a character, there's an audition, and you need to be able to fit on that role and become that person that it's required for this acting job. Now, beauty pageants. Beauty pageants.
This is the interesting part.
This is very interesting, actually. It's been a combination of everything. Being a beauty queen, it's not only about the looks, and this is what we all have a misconception with, or unfortunately, even myself, I had it and I broke that. It's being an ambassador. You are a whole package when you're a beauty queen. Because, as I said, it's not like modeling and acting that there are certain requirements that you need to fit in for the job. Being a beauty queen, you have to be that own requirement. You understand? You need to build yourself. You need to show your personality. You need to inspire others. You need to be approachable. You need to be an ambassador. You have to be everything in one.
Absolutely.
In one.
I love the way that you describe it. Actually, it's a very deep reflection that you have right there, because sometimes I will think of, if you're a model, for example, your job will be, in a way, you adapt yourself to whatever vision, what the brand or the person that you're working with, the company, and you help them through your image sell whatever they're selling or present whatever they want to present. As a beauty queen, you are the center of it, and
exactly,
you use your influence for your advocacy, for your projects.
There you go.
Wow, I'm learning so much already. So another thing that is very unique to being a beauty queen, of course, is that you have the responsibility of represent an entire country on your shoulders. In this case, Spain, such a beautiful, beautiful country. I've never been, but I have so many friends from Spain. I must go. It's on my bucket list. How does it feel to have, to carry all that weight on your shoulders?
For me, it's not even Spain. I feel like the Philippines also, it's expecting a lot from me. Not even expecting, but like I want to give them the best representation possible, and I want to make them as proud as possible, because obviously they're being a big influence in my whole process of achieving my goals, and even on the person that I became, it was a big part of my life. But all that I can say is that for me, it's that people that they come and they message you. For me, you're my Miss Universe. For me, no matter what, you're the queen. I'm so proud of you. I'm rooting for you. I'm cheering for you. This, for me, it's what keeps me going.
Yes, of course. And I think that to put so much work into your preparation and everything that you want to accomplish, and see the feedback of the people coming back to you.
Like, you do it for the people in the end. You understand that, like, I don't know if it's something that it's so new to me.
Yeah.
And at some point you get used to, because I know that maybe there's other beauty queens that they've been doing pageants for such a long time.
Yeah.
So they've already got their following. So they might be used to it. But for me, every time I see these messages of like, recently I got a message and she was like, I've been watching your interviews until 3 a.m. in the morning. I love your personality. I always wanted a good role model, and I'm very inspired by you. I cannot wait to wake up and have the same mindset as you. And I'm getting goosebumps.
I'm getting goosebumps for you.
And that was the comment that she wrote on my picture. And it's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if it's so new to me, but for me, I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, of course.
I'm like, I'm so happy that I can do that. I'm really happy.
Yes, I can only imagine, like having so much power, so much influence over people in a very positive,
In a positive way,
yes,
of course.
in a positive way. That must be amazing. And of course, we're just hoping for great things to come out of this entire,
Of course.
this entire project. So I wanted to ask you. So this was your first pageant
Yes.
back in Spain,
Yes.
and now you are going to your first international pageant, which is not any pageant, by the way. You're going to the number one pageant in the world. Okay, so how do you manage all of that?
I'm just managing, okay? Don't ask me how, but I'm managing. I'm breathing. And I have no clue how am I getting everything together in my head. Did you just say, oh?
Yes. In the
You're
Philippines,
like,
guys, mabuhay. I'm already getting integrated.
Yeah, I see. Babe, I have no clue how I'm managing. I'm just like surviving out there, I'm like, yeah.
But I mean, truly, from the outside, when we look at you, you are
Everything's so composed, yeah?
Yes.
No, I'm dying inside.
No. Please don't.
No, babe, it's a joke. But I don't know. To be honest, like once again, coming from modeling industry,
Yes.
I am used to a very hectic schedule to be on diet, to be like taking care of myself, of my looks, etc., etc. There is more pressure right now, of course,
Yeah.
but I'm managing pretty okay, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how exactly, but everything's going
Yes.
well. I mean, I've been very busy. There's been a lot going through my head, a lot of things to do. I experienced fatigue. I went for doctor checkups. I had like my immune drips and etc. etc. And health-wise, everything is okay. Just obviously the stress levels are a little bit higher than the usual.
Absolutely. When you think of the entire process of preparing for Miss Universe and all the pressure that comes with it, not just from your own expectations, but also from the people supporting you, right? How is it that you're also taking care of yourself mentally, physically, making sure that you are at your best when
Well,
it
I
matters the most?
think being okay mentally should always be a priority above being physically on your best shape, because you could be looking as good as you want, but if you're not glowing and you're not okay with yourself, you're not gonna see it, you're not gonna shine, you're not gonna appreciate it, and there's no point. So one of the things that I try to focus on, it's prioritizing my mental health. And when I'm stable mentally and when everything's okay inside my head, everything outside is gonna show.
Yeah.
Because when you're tired, when you're fatigued, when you're depressed, when you're sad, forget about how much makeup, how much workout, how much diet you can do. You're not gonna look good because you're not gonna feel good.
And that shows.
And that shows. So prioritize first inner health, and this is something that I'm trying to do. Miss Universe process has taught me a lot of aside of disciplines, even more self-confidence. Because one of the things that I've realized is that in the end, I will not be able to please everyone's opinion.
Never.
And no matter what, everyone's gonna have their own opinion, which it's their own right of having their own opinion, and so am I to have my own opinion. So one of the most beautiful things that I've learned, I would say, is to stop trying to please everyone.
Absolutely. That's the right mentality to have, because
No.
as you said it best. You will never please everyone, and doesn't matter if you're giving your 200% and you feel like there's nothing else you can do.
And I don't know why we always try to please everyone. Like, even small things, let's say, social media example, because it's something that like we can all relate.
Yeah.
We upload pictures seeking for likes. We don't upload the pictures that we want. I might wanna upload a picture of the Christmas tree because I love my Christmas tree and I wanna share it with my friends. But I know that the engagement that it's gonna have, it's not gonna be the same as a picture of me on a nice outfit or a swimsuit.
Yeah.
So I'm depriving myself of uploading what I wanna upload because I'm trying to please my followers and give them what they want.
Absolutely.
And this is something that I'm teaching myself how to not do and start doing things for myself and because I want them and because it makes me happy.
Yes, of course.
You know?
But in all fairness, I will say this about you, and this is not just coming from me. I've heard this before all over the internet. Something that people like about you a lot is how relatable you are and how real you come across. Like it does. I don't feel talking to you because we were just talking behind cameras, right? Right before we started filming this.
Off the record.
And there was no switch because sometimes, I mean, little T. Sometimes you do certain interviews, you meet the girls before, and then as soon as you turn on the camera, it's like, who is this person? It's like a new person.
True.
But there wasn't that. Like it was the same Alicia before and after.
Thank you.
So, what is your secret to being yourself unapologetically and not getting hurt when people attack you for who you are? Because I feel like if you have a facade, people attack your facade.
Yeah.
It's easier to protect yourself if they're attacking someone that you know it's not.
To be honest, you just need to genuinely don't care. like,
Yeah.
why would you care on the negative comments when there's so many positive comments?
Yes.
Like sometimes, in my opinion, we complicate too much. Like it's very simple. If you've got white and you've got black, why you go for the negative instead of the positive? Right?
Yes.
Like just focus on the positive. Like in the end, it's human. Obviously, when people like talk bad things about me, I will not like it. Nobody likes it. Like imagine I come to you and I tell you I don't like you, right? Okay, nobody likes it, but in the end, I don't like it. Who cares?
Who cares, right?
You like yourself? There you go.
You're connected. From me already.
But you feel me or no? Like just be yourself.
Yeah.
Because in the end, like, once again, do it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, I'm comfortable doing myself and I'm being myself for myself, not for anyone.
Yeah.
Like if they like it, I'm very happy that you like it, you know? But if someone else is happy being someone else, then go ahead, be someone else. Do whatever makes you happy.
Just let them.
Yeah. Why not?
feel
Like
that.
if a girl, she feels good being like me, sometimes I swear. I ask myself, can we please open a debate question about this? And I had this conversation with all of my friends, like any of my friends, I swear I always open this subject. So when I go to a restaurant, and recently I was in Madrid with a friend, and one of our friends was eating a croissant with a fork and a knife. And me, I don't have such manners. Like I get the croissant, I break it and I eat it into pieces. And I was looking and I was like, in private, do you also eat like this or you're doing it because we're in public?
Just at the restaurant.
And I was like, no, I also do it in private.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's beautiful. That's amazing. Like that's the way she is or he is, you know, and for me, I'm the way I am. Like I eat the croissant with my hands and I eat pizza with my hands and I eat fried chicken with my hands. And some people don't.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that they're faking it, it's just that they're genuinely like that.
Yeah, that's just who they are.
Yeah, and I'm just who I am, you know? And that's totally fine. But in my head, I was like, in private, tell me the truth. How do you eat croissants when you're alone?
Give me the real.
Do you eat it with fork and knife?
That's it. That's the real question. Now, Alicia, I want to ask you. Of course, you win the national title back in Spain. Then you have to start preparing, right? Most candidates have like a strategy of what they want to do, what they want to focus on. What was it for you? Going out of your national competition, now you have the title. What do you focus on?
I think
for
one
international?
of the things that I had to prepare the most was my pasarela, my runway, because especially not coming from any previous beauty pageant, there was a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
But I was very excited to do runway. I was really looking forward to it. It was a challenge. It was a new field. I was never like a fan of it, but I had this on a previous interview. It was when I saw like one of my roommates, Paula Ortega, doing runway, and I saw all of like the power that she could transmit through her walk, and I was like, oh, that's nice. I want to do that also, right?
And you've been training with good people.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some of your videos, especially with Ian.
Ian,
Ian, if you're watching,
love you. Thank you for
oh
the
my God.
runway classes.
How has the experience been, and has it changed the perception that you have of what a pasarela is? Or what the presses should be?
Yeah. Before, like for me, coming from modeling, it was different because it was just like, oh, I'm walking to show the cloth. Like as a model, it was like you're not there to show yourself, you're there to show the clothes when you're doing a runway, right?
Yeah.
So the attention goes to the designer because the star is the designer. And now a runway, in my opinion, it's it's like a show of your confidence, of your personality, of how proud you are to be a woman, of embracing everything. You understand? Like you're just feeling yourself out there. It's just like, I'm here, baby.
Yes. Oh, I love that.
Right?
I love that. Sometimes people underestimate the power that the pasarela can have.
No. Like when you see it in real and you see like all that fears, all that power going on, it's
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Do you have a home base? Because I mean, ever since you were crowned as Miss Universe Spain, I have seen you
all over.
everywhere.
Yeah, airplane. It's my home base right now. Airlines. Emirates sponsor me. Hi, please. Thank you.
Please, the airlines,
Send miles.
And another thing that you mentioned that I think is super interesting, you actually, so you are training here in the Philippines, but you have a deeper relationship with the Philippines, and sometimes people, I don't feel like they know the full story about it.
Of course.
So can you tell us, how did your love story with the Philippines start?
First time I came to the Philippines, I was 17 years old, and I was flying from Hong Kong. Hong Kong was the first place that I went for modeling. I got scouted. And I was staying here technically for 3 months, because basically that's how modeling industry works. You have a scouter, you've got an agency, you come for 3 months, and then you go on to the next. And I remember like when I told my mom, I'm going to the Philippines. And I was like, what? Like at that point, I didn't know nothing about the Philippines, right? So I came and I was so happy, especially for me, there's a big change in between Hong Kong and Philippines, right? Like when I came to the Philippines first time, I just felt like I was at home.
Yes.
And I came when I was 17 years old, and I had nothing. Don't think that I came with like, oh, the wow life, the fancy life. No, like I was modeling, I was hustling, I was going to castings, I was going to auditions, I was working to be where I am. You understand? Like it didn't come, it's not given, it's hard work. It's a lot of freaking hard work. And after that, I was supposed to stay for 3 months. I actually extended to 1 more month. Then I went to Thailand, and when I was in Thailand, I was supposed to fly to China. And I called my scouter and I was like, listen, can we just cancel it? I want to go back to the Philippines.
You're giving me the chills.
I swear. And I canceled the contracts that I had, and I came back and I stayed here. And then that was 3 years straight. I never went back to Spain.
You're giving me the chills. You know,
3 years.
I actually came here just a month ago, in the month of November. And something that you said really resonated with me, because when I got here, my friends would ask me, how do you feel in the Philippines? And I would always say, it feels like home.
Exactly.
It feels like home. I don't know if it's something with the values, the culture, the heritage, the history that we have in common. I mean, Spain, the Philippines, Cuba, all have like so much stuff.
It's like the warm blood, I would say, you know? It's like el calor, I don't know, like...
Yeah, the warmth, just the way that people are and how they make you feel. I think that's the homey part.
Like the essence, you know, it's the same.
Yeah. What was the biggest cultural shock that you had when you got here?
Listen, come on, let's be real right now. Like Philippines, it's not a rich country. Like Philippines is a third world country.
Yeah.
Like right now, okay, we are sitting in like the fanciest places and in the best places. Yeah. But like out there's people that are really like suffering.
Struggling.
You understand that you don't see it, or we don't see it right now because of the area that we are, but we must not forget it. You are like, there's still a country that it needs a lot of development, it needs a lot of help, and there's a lot of poverty going on. And I remember I come from Spain. We do have obviously homeless people, and all over the world there's homeless people, but the situation in the Philippines, when you get out of this comfort zone and you go and you see the reality of the country, it's shocking.
That's something that I truly respect about you, because following your journey up until this point, right? Even before because now you came back to the Philippines for a few days, but you were here before.
Yeah.
And I really saw you interacting with the people. Like you went to the hospitals, you were
100%,
talking
like
to locals.
like I come from there, you understand? Like I don't come from a place where like, oh, I came on living my best life.
Yeah.
No, like I came, I was 17 years old, I had nothing.
Yeah.
You know, like I was eating pan de sal, like a regular normal life, and like I was going to castings, to auditions, and like trying to make a living.
Yeah. So do you feel like in a way you're also representing the Philippines in your very own,
I feel not only that I'm representing the Philippines on the beauty pageant, I just feel like the Philippines is a part of me and who I am.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be the person that I am, or is he wearing a pajama?
Uh-huh.
Okay, someone
Sorry.
just passed by on a pajama. Oh, really?
Talaga. I thought he just gave
Sorry guys, I was having a real deep talk.
bloopers, guys, bloopers.
Okay, you were there.
Yeah, I know what I was saying. I was saying that not only like the Philippines I'm representing it in the beauty pageant, but the person that I am and I became, I wouldn't be the same person
Yeah, of course.
if I didn't live here for 3 years. Like it's not 3 days, you understand? Like it's 3-4 years. Like it's a big period of time. Like obviously it will affect on your personality and who you are. Like if it wasn't Philippines and it was Japan, or it was Korea, or it was Egypt, or it was Israel, I would have been a different person because it was different scenarios, different cultures, and different situations. No? It's like if you go and live in Spain for 3 years, you're not gonna be the same person than if you go
Completely
live
different.
in Philippines for 3 years or in Moscow for 3 years. It's gonna be different things that you're going to absorb.
Of course. And I think that's also going to be a strength for you in the competition because especially when you are a Miss Universe, if you get that title, if you get to win the title of Miss Universe, in a way you become the ambassador, but like on a global scale. So it's important for you to be in touch with different cultures.
Of
to
course,
know,
be able to
understand.
adapt.
Yes.
There's something, it's not only about tolerating everyone, but about embracing everyone.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't only like tolerate, like, oh, I tolerate that you're like this. No, you gotta embrace it. You gotta bring the most out of it.
Of course. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I can't wait. When we think about, okay, so we said earlier that you came to the Philippines a while ago, but now you're only here for a few days. Can you tell us why you came back to the Philippines?
You know why I'm here. You all know why I'm here. Why you acting like you don't know?
Chismes, Maritas. Maritas time.
Of course, I'm trying my dresses.
Okay.
National costume, prelim, final gown, my cape with the message, finishing some pasarela classes with Ian that we've got tomorrow.
Okay, that's amazing. We're so excited.
Yeah.
So of course, with the information that you're giving us, I'm assuming that the gowns are coming from Filipino designers.
100%.
And why was it important for you to work with Filipino designers? Is there a reason?
Of course, even on my national pageant, I was wearing Filipino designer Michael Thinco, which I chose, and I was very specific that I wanted to wear Michael Thinco. Not only because of the influence that Philippines had on me and because I love the Philippines and whatever relationship I have with the Philippines, forget about that. But because I feel like it's very, sayang.
Yeah.
Sayang all of the talent and all of the designers that there's in the Philippines and they haven't been discovered yet. Like right now, okay, we've got like big designers that like are becoming internationally known, but because I was here working on the industry for such a long time, I know the talent that there's here.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing known designer, but on my prelims, I'm wearing totally new, startup, unknown designers. Because they deserve the chance and they're worth the chance.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you something. From my side of things, right? Blogger, making contraba pageants, I get to interact a lot, not just with the fans, but also with the designers. And I had a few situations here ever since I came to the Philippines where smaller designers, they had like a girl that they dress and the girl happens to win or something like that. And you can see how important that is, how validating.
Of course.
Sometimes can be life-changing. Because
But
you just need that opportunity.
Exactly. Exactly.
You could change literally someone's life by just putting their gown
There you
on
go.
the Miss Universe stage.
Like, I just put myself on that situation, and it's all about that one shot. It's all about that one chance. Even if I don't win, God knows how beautiful the dress can be, and someone discovers them.
Yeah.
And that's how I got discovered. So someone gave me the chance of shining.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, me being here, this is my chance to shine, to bring everything out, to show who I am.
Yeah.
God knows if the chance of the designers that I'm gonna wear, it's that runway.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Yes. We're so excited. Of course, I know one of the designers, but of course, I'm not going to put you on the spot. I'm not going to ask anything. But what I'm going to say is that we're really excited for it's yet to come. How would you describe your wardrobe in a word or two?
Me? In like my style?
For Miss Universe, when you go and compete. Is it
Very me.
very you?
Very me.
Okay, so we can assume
Very me. I mean,
very real.
Yeah, very me. When you see my pictures, when you see my style, I'm not a fan of colors.
Yeah.
I like very neutral colors. I love white. I love black. I love pastel tones. I don't like bright things. I don't like shiny things. Shiny as in colors. I'm very minimal. I'm very simple when it comes into style. You would never see me with like overprinted things.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have my own vision of what like I find visually pleasing. You understand? I like colors or things that they make me feel calm.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think it's a smart strategy to go being authentically yourself.
No, like I want to wear something I'm comfortable because I'm wearing it because I want.
Yeah. Sometimes I was talking to some of the girls, not for Miss Universe, but like for other pageants, and I tell them, you know, you just gotta go and be yourself, and if they see it in you that you are a potential winner, they will give it to you.
Baby, but I tell you something, like if I'm gonna win for being someone else,
you're stuck with that for a year. Girl.
You know how like mentally draining it is to pretend to be someone else for a year?
Oh.
Like if I'm gonna win, I just need to win because I'm myself, because to be honest, I'm a good actress. I can pretend for like a short amount of time, but like to pretend to be a totally different person for a year.
Of course.
Like for me, I'm loud. Like I make moves, I laugh, I eat croissants with my hands. Like I can only hold it for a certain period of time. But why would I force myself into being someone that I'm not?
Yeah.
You understand? Like,
Absolutely.
if it's not for me, it's not for me. Okay, no problem. Maybe my personality is not for this, and no problem. It will be for something else, you know? Like, if I am not meant to be Miss Universe because my personality, it's not for Miss Universe, and who I am is not for Miss Universe, it's okay. It's not the end of the world, you know?
Yes.
Like, it will be for something else.
It's
and
smart.
if I am, great, beautiful, I'm happy. I will enjoy every second of it as I am doing now.
Of course. I think that's a very smart mentality to have, because sometimes we have people who don't have a plan B, C, D, E, and you should always plan, you know, for things.
Yeah,
You never know what
like
life is going to
that's-
put in your way.
Show must go on. That's my sentence.
If it was meant to happen, if you were the next Miss Universe, oh, look at me, guys, I'm sitting next to Miss Universe. Oh my God. So, if it was meant to happen, how would you use the platform? Like, you know, every single time Miss Universe
Same
has
way
a
I'm
purpose.
doing now.
Okay.
And you know, I want to be approachable. Like for me, one of the things that I missed in life a lot, because I left at a very young age and I don't have siblings and I was far from my family, I didn't have someone to reach out. I didn't have an inspiration. I didn't have a role model. I didn't have someone to look up to. I didn't have someone to be like, this is happening, or she's making me understand this, she's making me feel this, you know. I would love just to be myself and like share my stories, my experiences, to be like, this is normal.
Yeah.
Like, don't think you're the only one. This is normal, because that's what happens most of the time. Like, I remember when I was like 17 years old, like I was starting in the modeling industry and I was not confident about my image. I was not confident about my weight, and I felt like, oh, I'm the only one. I feel bad about it. I feel embarrassed about it. There was no one out there being like, no, I'm also going through the same. It's normal.
Yeah.
It's human, you know?
Yes. You're right.
So you just gotta be real. And that's what I would love to do if I was to become the next Miss Universe. Like, I would love to be there for them.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Is that part of your advocacy, like what you're putting?
Yeah, so aside of being working with Smile Train in the Philippines, there's this organization, it's called Aldeas para Niños in Spain. So basically they reallocate teenagers, and something that I'm very focused about, it's teenagers,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
Because as I said, like for me, it was a period of time that there was like a lot of like trembling. They reallocate them on new families.
Mm.
So for me, like, I think the conversations, the 101, nothing can compare with it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And I think that also, having that big platform that Miss Universe will give you, while at the same time having the power, as we said earlier, positive power to influence people, and having such an important cause. Because sometimes I feel like, especially teenage years, sometimes can be defining for the person that you will become later in life.
100%. Like for me, my cause is to motivate and inspire others to show that if I made it, you can make it.
Yeah. Ooh. We love that.
Like what's the difference? Like we're all born with the same capability and the same qualities and the same attributes. The thing is like, what's the difference? Like what are you gonna do to stand out? What are you gonna do to actually get closer to your dream? Because you can dream, I can dream, and we both lay down in bed, but it's about who's gonna stand up, who's gonna hustle, who's gonna get it done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You gotta walk the walk.
Like there's no difference in between me and any of the girls that is watching this.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I like that. I like your mentality, guys. So, when you think of all of the changes that happened recently with the Miss Universe organization, we had changes in eligibility
Very
for the candidates, we have changes in the management for the company.
Correct.
So, how do you feel about all of that?
I love it. I'm very happy, and I'm very happy to be joining Miss Universe right now with these changes.
Yeah, it's exciting, no?
Yeah, because obviously the world is changing,
Yeah.
no, and we are adapting. We are adapting even to circumstances that we shouldn't even be having to adapt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
Like situations have come that I don't think that they're naturally normal. Like why would it be normal to not let someone join because of their sexual orientation or because of their if they're married, they're not married, if they're a mother, they're not a mother. I don't think this is normal in the first place.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that the differences in between men and women in the first place are normal. Like, okay, whatever. There was a bad situation. We are fixing it.
Yeah.
We are slowly giving the woman the value that in the first place shouldn't have been taken away
Yeah.
from, you know?
Correct.
So obviously I am very happy about it.
Yes, and at the same time, you're representing a country that Spain is known worldwide for their inclusivity and
There
just
you
how
go. There you go.
accepting.
You know, in Spain, we were the first ones to accept in beauty pageants married, divorced, kids, any type of like sexual orientation, transgender, everything by law.
Wow. Wow.
By law. And this is one of the things that I'm more proud about being Spanish. And it's how we like embrace, not only tolerate, but embrace everyone.
Yes. That's that little like difference in words. It's so important.
No,
It's not
of
about
course. Tolerate is just like I accept you.
I accept you.
I accept what you are.
I will let you be there.
I will let you be there.
Yeah.
You have your space, I have my space. This is I tolerate you.
but I embrace
But I
you. It's like,
embrace you.
you're one of us.
There you go.
Come and join the group.
There you go.
I love you so much. From 1 to 10, how ready do you feel for Miss Universe?
9.8.
9.8.
Because
Okay.
there's always room for improvement.
Yeah. Oh yes. And a little nerve, it's always positive. When it comes to your team, do you have people helping you?
Of course, I've got full Pinoy barkada. Siyempre, I've got JC.
JC, come and say hi. Come and say hi, JC.
So,
I know that JC
This
has
is
been
the
a big
person
part.
that has been with me since I'm 17 years old. And he always wanted me to join beauty pageants from before I wanted to join beauty pageants. He was always like,
Talaga?
you will be Miss
Yeah.
Universe.
I
Since the
know.
first day he met me, he was like, you will be Miss Universe. And I was like, no.
And we
What
always
if it
say
happens?
yes.
What if it happens?
No, but even Miss Universe Spain, like he always wanted me to join. Like I remember we met, he was a makeup artist and I was modeling, right? And we met in the event. And then since that time we just like really clicked. And he was like, oh, why don't you do beauty pageants? Because he used to watch beauty pageants. Like, we would be at his house and he would like play the gala. And he'd be like, what are you watching? And he was like, one day you're gonna be there. And I was like, I don't think so. And he was like, watch and see, one day you're gonna be there.
Honestly, I think that deep down, people see something in you that sometimes, maybe I think that you don't see yourself sometimes.
True.
Like we see something special in you.
True.
What was it for you that really made you want to?
Yes,
push?
I think Alicia needs someone to push.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes we imagine that this thing's gonna happen,
No.
but if someone's like believing in you, trusting, give your best and everything,
Yeah.
I think that dream gonna turn it to reality.
Yeah.
And I think that this year
Is the year,
Year,
baby.
is the year for
Yeah.
my best friend, you know.
Of course. And that's such a beautiful thing that you get to do this together, not just as like beauty queen and manager, but like as best friends.
True.
Yeah, that's something that you will treasure for the rest of your life, no matter what happens.
And
That
True.
will always be there.
I feel like he was ready for this the whole time.
Yeah.
No?
super.
Yeah.
So what is your message to Alicia before she goes to Miss Universe?
Oh my God.
Can we get some tears here? Not just
My message to Ali, like, just be yourself.
Yeah.
Just, you know, believe in yourself because there's a lot of people believing in you. And isa ko doon. You know that. And there's a lot of people also believing in me, behind me, pushing me for you. To achieve all our goals, you know? And there's a lot of Filipino also believing in you and working hard for this competition. And, you know, for the whole team, like, di ko muna ma-mention. But stay tuned. Of course, I want to bring everyone in the national stage, Miss Universe. And I'm pretty sure that the whole Filipino gonna be proud.
I want to make them all proud.
Yeah.
Of course.
Especially the LGBTQ.
Yeah, of course.
I
We're all so proud already. And you
Yeah.
hold so much like power in your hands, as I've been telling you, because it's not just your journey, it's also so many people coming together to lift you up and take you there.
And I'm so blessed, to be honest, like having everyone having my back.
Yes.
That's just lucky. Like, I cannot put it into other words. It's just a blessing.
Sana all.
Sana all!
Okay, so what is your message for the people watching us up until now? Thank you guys for watching if you're still here at this point.
Hope you didn't leave.
So what is your message for them? How can they support you? How can they uplift you and make this experience easier and more smooth?
I don't know, whatever. Like, if they wanna like follow me on social media, obviously my Instagram account is Alicia Faubel. I love all of the messages, all of like the feedbacks are very important. I like when people give me feedbacks about like how they felt about the interviews, how they felt about my content, about my message, about my advocacy. Positive or negative, always said with respect. I really like it. Even like, I just love the opinion when they share the opinion, regardless if it's something that it's positive for me or it's negative for me. I appreciate each one of the opinions. But among all, thank you everyone, especially to my team, the people supporting me, the people commenting, the people encouraging me and pushing me to be the best version of myself. You are my motivation, and I just want to make you all very proud.
Yes. Oh, so please everyone go and support. Otherwise, I'll grab my chinelas. You already know. So yeah. Last question. This has to be, you know, the most stereotypical question for any.
Why you deserve to be the next Miss Universe?
I'm sure everyone already asked you.
To be honest, the thing is that I don't even have like a ready answer for it. Every time I feel something different, you know?
Yes.
So if I actually get asked this, I don't know what I will say. Like, I don't know exactly what to say. Like, I deserve to be Miss Universe just because I'm keeping it real.
Yeah.
Because I'm myself, because I'm going with good intentions, I'm giving my 100%, and that's it.
That's
Like,
it.
it's very simple. Like, I just think I deserve to be Miss Universe because I really got good intentions with it.
Yeah. You know what? That's exactly the answer that I was expecting from you. Yeah, because you've been so real since the beginning. You've been so just yourself that I did not expect you to come up with like a rehearsed answer.
No, like I can tell you, like, okay, I deserve to be Miss Universe because I lived in many countries, I absorbed different cultures, I've learned about life, I want to share my experiences, blah, blah, blah. But anyone can tell you that, you know, but I think that what I'm doing that is different is I'm not being scared of being myself. Because one side of me obviously is like, maybe I'm not doing the right thing and I should try to be a little bit more beauty queenish.
Yeah.
But another side of me is like, no, just keep it real. And I think it's that risk, because believe it or not, inside of me, I ask myself, am I doing the right thing? And it's normal, you know, to ask yourself. So it's that risk what I think it makes me deserve to be the next Miss Universe.
She's ready for the crown. Come on now. I just want to say, Alicia, it's been such a pleasure, a dream come true to have you here.
One of our best.
One of the best. One of our best. Absolutely. And of course, I'm wishing you nothing but the best. I am so in awe of how fresh you look,
Ay, gracias.
of how down to earth you
Oye,
are.
no hemos hablado nada de español. La gente se va a creer que yo no hablo nada de español.
El español, ok, hablamos español, caballero.
Un poquito, así rapidito.
Sí. We speak Spanish, hablamos español, yo soy cubano, Alicia está
Toma.
representando a España, ya tú sabes. But
Amor, yo siento que yo no he tenido demasiado contacto en entrevistas en español o con los países latinoamericanos como a mí me hubiese gustado, la verdad. Porque cuando yo estuve en el Reinado de España, yo tuve un preparador y parte de la organización también eran puertorriqueños.
Sí.
Y a mí me hubiese encantado poder ir a Puerto Rico y también como explorar ese sector. Entonces, bueno, pues sí, la gente de Latinoamérica también lo está viendo y sí he recibido apoyo y mensajes, y también quiero dar las gracias a toda la gente que desde otra parte del mundo también está mandando el amor. Muchísimas gracias y pido perdón por no haber podido pasar tiempo por allí o poder haber ido a hacer algún proyecto social o simplemente como pues para demostrar un poco de amor también por esas partes.
Claro. Pero es que nosotros mismos entendemos que no te puedes dividir en 1000 pedazos.
Ojalá que sí.
Tantas cosas que
Ojalá
hacer.
que sí. Además, siento que como mi reinado fue muy corto, el proceso de preparación de cuando yo coroné el nacional a día de hoy, si hubiese tenido más tiempo, yo es más tenía intención me hubiese encantado poder ir a Miami, de Miami a Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela. Hubiese sido un honor y un placer y es algo que lo sigo teniendo en mente y sin ser reina me encantaría poder.
Claro. Bueno, cuando ganes la corona, vas entonces de visita a Latinoamérica.
También.
Okay, so as I was saying, I just want to mention back to you that, you know, it's been such a pleasure. I'm so happy we got to do this. I'm so happy I got to meet you. And of course, I always go into the interviews knowing that, you know, the girls are beautiful already. They got the looks, they got the bodies, they got everything. But I really like your soul. I really like how you are. So,
Thank you.
best of luck.
Gracias.
Give me a big hug. I will be waiting for you, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye everyone. Subscribe,
Adios.
like, share, comment, or you know,
Adios.
chinelas, okay? Okay, bye.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.